Hey Jay.
Hey, I'm going to walk out to the fields. We can actually see something more interesting. I was sitting in my car just doing a Zoom meeting. Today, we just loaded some pigs this morning. It is the 18th of May.
Mhm.
We got some rain over the weekend, which is beautiful. If you can see behind me. I don't know. You know what? Let's flip it around and I'll show you guys the corn rows because that is more cool. So if we zoom in a little bit, there we go. Hey, we can see the corn's coming up.
Oh, green growth is
So
happening.
that is cool. That's fun to see. That was not like that on Friday when I was here last. So we'll pan slowly. But yeah, we got an inch 40 over the weekend, which was beautiful. We really needed it. There were some storms with it, but we were just talking about that. There were some tornadoes, I think, north and to the east of us, but we didn't get anything bad here. There was a tiny bit of hail, otherwise pretty nice. But yeah,
No
so I'm excited
significant
to be out
wind.
here and see the corn. There was a little bit of wind, but not bad. Not at least not right here. It's really gray today. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
mist coming down. But it was a great day for loading pigs. We did that first thing this morning. We had five that are getting it picked up on Wednesday, and because it was cool, we decided we would do that today because when it's hot, they get overworked really easily, and that's just
Uh-huh.
not healthy for them. So we did it today when it was cooler, and we had an extra guy here. The butcher was actually on site this morning, just going to check them out, and
Uh-huh.
he helped us load them. And he is a pig whisperer, and he knows what he's doing, and it went really smooth. So it was awesome to have him here and help us out.
And they'll just
Um,
stay loaded until Wednesday?
we put them in a different pen that's
Uh-huh.
easier to load out of because they were out in the pasture, and that's a
Yep.
lot of work to load them out in the pasture. So we got them
Yep.
into a smaller pen. We'll just feed and water them there for the next 2 days, and then they'll be
Oh,
good. So,
great.
yep. So beyond that, we are taking care of animals today, staying out of the fields because it's muddy.
Uh-huh.
We got all the corn and popcorn finished up last week,
That's great.
and we got started prepping fields for soybeans. But
Mhm.
it was really too dry to plant, so we held off planting on Friday. We will get planting maybe by the end of the week. If the weather stays nice, we could be planting by Friday. So get some soybeans in the ground and get those up.
So it was
So
a little too dry at the end of last week, and now it's too wet, so it
now
would
it,
soil compaction
yeah.
would be a thing, so you gotta wait.
So yeah, if we were to try to go out now, just imagine walking out in the mud and then take that plus a couple thousand pounds for the tractor. Those kinds of things, like they have a really long tail. If you go compact something, especially in the spring, like you got to deal with that all year long. I would think maybe by Wednesday or Thursday, we could drive the Ranger or the ATV out in the field if we needed to. But
Uh-huh.
anything heavier than that, we wouldn't want to just
Yeah.
because of the
So
compaction.
what are the downstream consequences of compacted soil?
So when you start compacting the soil a lot, you're squeezing all the air out, all the pore spaces. So you squeeze out the ability for there to be air in the soil. Think of like a sponge, an open sponge, it'll absorb water. But if you crush
Hmm.
that sponge all the way down, it doesn't absorb anything anymore. And so that's what's happening to the soil. Then so when it rains, the rain doesn't go in, the air doesn't go in, all the microbes that are living in the soil they're considered subaquatic, so they actually live in on water film, and but they also need the air that's also there too. So they need oxygen and they need water. So if it gets really dry, they'll die, and if it gets really compacted to where there can't be air movement, they will also die. So you need to have that kind of light, fluffy texture to the soil that'll give them an adequate place for them to live. So yeah.
This is messing with my categories. I think earth and air and water are separate from each other, but
Mm.
you're telling me that the air and the water are inside the soil?
Yes, both of them. And there's an exchange, and the soil actually breathes too. As the air pressure changes with
Hmm.
the day, there's a natural breathing in and breathing out of the soil. I know that overnight after you cultivate, it
Hmm.
seems like the corn grows, and it does. It actually does. It grow because when you turn the soil over by cultivating, you're releasing carbon, which is CO2, which is what the plants like. And
Hmm.
so that'll give the plants a boost. And a lot of times it happens kind of overnight. The CO2 is higher first thing in the morning. So I believe that's the earth exhaling. And then during the day it inhales.
That's wild. I'm
No,
eager to
we're
see whatever you're building for the pigs to get shaded and misted. Has there been any progress on that?
we've got the feeder built and
Uh-huh.
used, and they liked that. We have not got the shade part built yet. That's on the list, and we're trying to get cows out to pasture, but then with the rain, we want to wait a couple days because they will also compact the ground. Maybe by the middle of the end of the week or something, we'll get cows out on some pasture, get in some fresh green grass, and they will be happy too. This green that's right next to the field, this black field beside us, that's
Uh-huh.
some of the pasture we planted this spring. So that's coming up nicely. Right now, it's just a lot. When it rains, you stay out of the fields, you clean the shop, you feed animals, and fix the broken things. I took a tractor into the shop today that needs to get fixed, and we've been putting off for a while. So just kind of playing catch up sometimes a little bit when you get some rain, but Mother Nature blesses you with that.
Very good. Thanks for taking time to check in.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Have a good one, Jay.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.